Hello, welcome to Mini Motorways. Disc and Andy here. We're going back in for the 3K challenge for Wellington. It's turning out to be a pretty tough city. We're trying to get 3,000 in every single city on the board, every board in the game, every city in the game, every board in the game. 3,000. We're about halfway. This is a tough little city too. We got mountains. We got water. This is the game, Mini Motorways. We connect the houses to the stores. Nice little square store. You need about 2 houses, which we got. Time a car goes and picks up one of these orders, we get a point. Got your little clock here. You can pause, draw stuff, delete stuff. You can do that anytime. You don't have to pause. There's normal speed and fast speed. Let's do fast speed, because I'm an expert. Don't try this at home. Okay, we got light blue. I like to keep everything separate. So we're going to redo this whole town, which you're allowed to do in normal mode. Okay. It will delete in a second once cars stop using that road. Now, the cars are not going to go to the other store. It's a different color. They simply won't do it. So I'll find a way to go back to their appropriate house. But this is nice. Everything's separate. No intersections. Whoop. Got upgraded store. Round store. Okay. Roundabout. That's one of the power-ups. Power-ups are traffic lights. They're like the wimpiest thing. Sometimes it just says more roads. Got 2 upgraded to circles. Roundabouts, which look like this. You can have like a nice intersection of 8 different directions. And that's what I use for intersections. But I try to keep all the colors separate as much as possible, because if there's intersections and junctions, that's where you're going to have traffic jams. I also try to point all the driveways towards the stores for closer round trips. Now, a circular store, that's like an upgraded store instead of just a normal grocery store. It's like a high-rise store or a mall with IMAX. Got green, but they put it right next to the yellow. Don't worry, I took care of it for you. I had to knock down a couple trees. But they don't really count against you if you do that. Bridge, yes, those are the good ones. Bridges, tunnels, motorways. Okay, we got yellows, but they're connected to the reds. We can't even put a roundabout there because the buildings are too close to each other. We'll figure out a way to separate those at some point. Not sure how or when, but we'll figure it out. For now, got all these blues here. But we got another store over here. How's that gonna work? Unknown. Unknown. Alright, we gotta get some blues from here to there. Guess. I'm gonna go over here. Oh, motorway. Now, what we could do is do a little tunnel through here. And we'll get there. Got some extra roads. Got 4. Let's give them 3. Even though it's a square store, we got quite a ways to go. Could you do a motorway? You could. Let's put one back because these ones popped up. So they got that under control. This one is kind of on the wrong side of the mountain. What if we use a motorway for these reds? Interesting thing. If that's the case, they're going to stop using this road. But yeah, motorways are amazing. They're like the magic bridge. They can go over water. They can go over everything. Here we got whites. How are we going to get them there? Tunnel. Tunnel would work. Whoa. Let's use like a diagonal for that corner. It'll cut down on a piece of road. Usually make it just that much quicker to get there and back. We used a lot of our roads, but at least we still have a bridge. Now motorway though, if you want to do this motorway to this one, it wouldn't do it. Because motorways can't go over the mountains. Now I got trouble. We got yellow way over here. What can we do? We can do that. Have all these yellows come in here. And do that too. We could actually make these yellows go around. Let me see. Would a roundabout fit there? Might work. One way. Green here. Oh, this one's on the wrong side of the blue. Got yellow's connected to nothing. Oops, try that again. Of course you want to have a nice straight one with not too many squiggles. Okay, I'm gonna have all the yellows come in here. And then they can decide whether to go all the way down to the store or all the way over to the store. Okay, we got green here. We need tunnels, though. We need a tunnel to get there. How are we going to get there without a tunnel? Got to steal this tunnel. And we'll put that one back. Once we get another tunnel, we'll just put that one back. In the meantime, we'll get set up to do this tunnel. Okay, when it gives us that tunnel back after the car stopped using it, just go like that. Tunnel. And there's going to be a little traffic jam here till we can get this sorted. I'm trying to think, is there a way to get it over here without the tunnel? Nope, there's not. Motorway. Could just use a motorway. Yeah, now we got an extra motorway. Yeah, let me show you what happens with the motorways. If you put it through here, it goes up. But any further, it would cross over the mountain. And then this part of the road we don't need. What? We got two blue ones popped up here? What are the chances? This one real trapped over here. Well, things are popping up like crazy. Okay, we gotta get the blues here. I usually like to put it between. You got something like this. Oh, can't go over the mountains. but it can go over here on this side of the store. Yeah, if you think of it, it goes from circle to circle, so it's just barely touching the outer edge of the mountains. But what if we redesign it? Because mountains doesn't really... Sorry, I mean, highways make it go so much quicker that it doesn't matter if it's up here or down here. Yellow, boom. Can we get some more yellow? And over here? Oh yeah, we can. So these yellows gonna help out doing here, here, and here. These ones, they're all handled by this one. Greens. Oh, blues. Yeah, we'll just send more blues up here. Do we have roads? We're getting low on roads. Red, 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 red. Fine, it just upgraded to a circle. I could bring these reds down here to help add to that. This one's kind of on the wrong side of the road. This yellow is so close to this one. He can help instantly. Now the reds can't get there. Bridge. Ah yes, if we have a tunnel, we can easily bring these yellows through to help out. Or a motorway. We can bring them somewhere. I'm not sure yet though. Got things popping up. Got lots of green ones over here. Which is weird because their stores are all on the left. So they're of absolutely no help. Without like a tunnel or something. Okay, we got these two here. I think that we can delete all this stuff. Those two, they should handle this one. I'm gonna make the road a little... Just trying to clean up the roads, make it more of a straight line. The less curves you have, the better. And we'll put it on the inside. They actually go slightly further, goes away from it and towards it. Okay, now we got a tunnel. And we got a bridge back too, because I took this bridge away. Now let's look around and see who needs help. Okay, we got these two for here. Which means we don't need these people helping. It's just going to confuse the cars on where they're supposed to go in. In fact, they're only going to one place, so they don't even need a roundabout now. Got 3. I'm going to give these 2 back to this one. So I got 4 going here, 3 going there. That's fair. That's only fair. Got more whites. Whites are doing pretty good though. Got blues. Do they need more blues? Maybe. Alright, what else can we help out? Yeah, the most I see is these 4 here. And so we got 1, 2, 3, 4 going here, and 4. Here we go. Got one. These 2 come over here to help too. So now we got an extra one over there. So it should help that one cool down a little bit. A bunch of yellows. Could just bring these over here. Bring these back to here. Okay, we got green up here. I say... use these green ones. There's these green ones, but these ones are a little closer. Okay, we got yellow here. And put it right across the street from the green one, though. At least we got plenty of yellow ones there. don't mind me. I'm just making things a little more separate. I had to put some sharp turns in here. That's a slightly less sharp turn. Okay, we got blues here. How do we get blues there? Got these two blues. They're not doing anything. But to get there, they'll have to use a motorway. We've got all these blues, but the motorway's not going to work. There's too many mountains in the way. But let's just use these ones. They're not doing anything. Usually I don't like to put the driveways right on the highway, but there's no room over here because of these roads, unless we try to move these roads out of the way. We got green, bunch of green and blues mixed in over here. This green, he can come help there. So far so good, but remember we're trying to get to 3,000. Just gonna make that more straighter, less turns. Okay, green here. And then something else will pop up here too, because this is a strip mall, multi-store. All those cars are doing that one, so hopefully this one can do it by itself. Is that a green one over here? Yeah, he could totally help out that store. Doesn't need help yet, but when they do, he'll be there ready. And of course, you could bring a bunch of greens over here with the tunnel, which now we have 2. This green's perfect to give to there. Keep buying anything red. Red doesn't have enough. But we got these reds. We could use a tunnel to bring them over here. Yeah. Can't. You think you could just do a bridge. But you can't because bridges can't cross. There's an extra yellow one here. What we could do though is just give these green ones to here. Get rid of that bridge. We go a little bit further. There's plenty of them over here to make up for it. Even though it's slightly further, there's plenty of ones to pick up the slack. I mean, that's a lot over there. Alright, so it's popping up like crazy, I can tell, because I can hear it. And then we can bring these red ones in here to help. They'll just come right to here and here. How the heck are we going to get whites over here, though? I think the easiest way... What? How can we be out of roads? Where are all the roads going? Okay, what else do we have trouble? The white ones... They should be able to do both now. This would be a good little spot for a roundabout too, and a second roundabout. Yeah, we got lots of whites going up there. They should be able to handle it. Don't know though. This white's getting kind of full. Got these nice white ones. But they're gonna have to go through some yellow to get there. Let's disconnect these because we got 3 now. And they're doing 3's gonna do fine. Bridges. Oh, we don't have any more bridges. We're using all our bridges. Oh, we only have 1 bridge, 2 bridges. And we used them. But they're red. We needed to give red some help here. And these ones are just too far removed. If we had some motorways, we could get some stuff happening. but we don't. So the other option is just bring them through here. There'll be a little traffic jam, but if we get a bridge or something, we could always just bridge them over instead. And these whites could work more on this one. Of course, got the yellows crossing over here too. Now I think the roundabout would be good here, but there's no room. Where else do we have a cross here? Yeah. We'll just, yeah, just use those. Should work a little bit better that way. Got a bunch of blues up here that aren't really connected to anything. Seems like we have plenty of blues for these two. Just gotta get here. Almost could put a roundabout and then have them go here and here. That sounds like a lot of work though. Okay, we're at almost 2,000. Let me see where there's going to be trouble. Before things really hit the fan, let's see what we can do to fix everything. A lot of it's just connecting stuff that's not connected right. Looks like we've got plenty of greens over here. These, oh yes, we've got greens here with using some roads. But they don't really need it because they're not doing anything anymore. Red's going over here, it's doing okay. Whites. It'd be nice if we had something to help it out a little better. Almost be better to have a couple motorways. You can motorway these ones here because it's a bigger store and motorway these ones there. Get rid of all this crisscrossing. Get rid of all this road right here too. But we don't have it. What about over here? Got all these light blues going over to, they go to this one and they're doing a good job of it. These red ones, there's a little thing. Just tunnel these ones in and they'll help out greatly. And almost could take these two off then. Those ones are a lot closer. They're going to do a lot more. These ones might stop even leaving the house now. They're going to go home and just stay there. And we could just delete that stuff. Okay, we got the tunnel, so let's do a bridge. Yes, we were going to use a bridge for something too. Okay, I got at least 3 there. Hold on a second. Some fancy drawing. These come over here now. Blues, just had to squiggle them up a little bit. Boom. Okay. Red ones are not connected. They're just going over here. Over to here. Still confusing with all these highways. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. We need more green over here. Yes, I was wondering about that. How can we get green there? Tunnel. Well, we got a lot of green over here. Almost need 2 tunnels. There's a couple extra ones, but you'd have to cut through some stuff. Got 4, but it's not quite enough. And this one's already doing there. These ones, yeah, they're just sitting at home. They've got nothing to do. So what we can do... peel some of these ones off. Whoa. Road got a little squirrely. How are we going to get them connected to there? We're going to delete that one. And then that one we're just going to adjust to here. It's not going to like it. You guys get ready to drive fast. And we could just, these ones aren't really doing anything. Oh boy, we need more blues up there. Well, we got a bunch of them that aren't connected. Now they can connect. And these green ones should all take off. Hopefully they can get there in time, because it's kind of a ways. Can we get there in time? Go, go, go. Oh, barely got there in time. We also have a problem. We have a problem with the whites. Got plenty of whites. Okay, we got whites here, but how do we get them up there? Geez, we really need like a motorway or something with these whites. I think these 4 would be enough. I wonder if these ones are going here. I wonder if we need to disconnect this one. I don't know, let's see what's happening. Yeah, none of them are going there. These ones are all going there instead. Which will delete this to stop that from happening, but it's going to be too late. Is there any way to... I got more to bring in, but it's going to be too late. Too late. Yep, that was a classic case where got whites going to 2 different places, but they all went to one place, and they just skipped over. They all went to the circle store because it was more important, and skipped this one, and then this one died. Well, that one didn't give us a high score, so we didn't get 3K, so we got to try it again. Boy, that was a good start, though. Up until that point, we were doing amazing. Oh, I had to knock that tree down. So far, though, we got yellows right next to the store, though. Let's see if we can get to 3K this time. It's pretty far for blue, though. Hopefully we'll get some more blue in this area. I could switch those around. That's the nice thing about normal mode, is you can redo your whole town when things pop up that are closer. For now, we just sit back and wait for stuff to pop up. Wait for that 3K, that 3,000 to pop up. That's the score we're shooting for. Upgraded already. Knock down another tree. Roundabout, we'll take it. This one, let's just make it straight. Takes an extra piece of road, but it'll be a much smoother drive. I like to try to keep smooth corners and smooth roads. Unless you got a special challenge where diagonals cost less roads. which we had that in the previous video too. And the first try was a disaster. Second try was amazing though. Okay, this is rough. We got yellow. Way over on the other side. Do we have any bridges? We don't even have any bridges. We don't need a bridge though. There's enough room to get there. What would be nice to have is a motorway. Let me see what we got here. We got 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 going here, and 4 going there. So I could maybe add 1 more over. Yeah, see, I'd rather have roads than traffic lights. But I played the separate color strategy. So that you notice there's really not too many intersections, except for when the driveways kind of go together. Unless, of course, the game does this to you. Alright, how can we get green to where we need them? Just a nice little thing. Can we get a roundabout there? Doesn't fit. There's not enough room between the mountain and... What about over here? There, we can get one there. Yeah, these ones got it under control. We could skip that whole roundabout thing. But it would be nice to have one over here. Roundabout. We're going to get that roundabout back over there. So let's go for the roads. Because it's not giving us any motorways yet. If there's a way to unhook the blues from the greens. Not really. Put a roundabout over here, maybe. Tunnel. We don't even have any good tunnels. Just this one tunnel is all we have. Yeah, it'd just be nice if some greens pop up over here. We can use those and then use these to do something else. Then we can make these blues go, like with the tunnel, go right through here instead. Use that tunnel to take the blues straight there, maybe. Bridge. Now bridge I'm going to get, because we're going to need a bridge soon. Here's our game area. Just do right click and I'll show you where the game area looks, because it's always expanding and changing. White. Okay. Normally I like to have something on the other side, but all the houses are in the same area, so it should be okay for now. Could break these blues off and go like this. Might make sense in the future before it gets too busy. Okay, yellow here. But we got no tunnels. These ones can swing around nicely though. Green. Look at this green. They put it in a spot where it can't even attach to anything. Got a bridge, but no tunnels, no motorways. There's a tunnel. Gonna get greens way over there. Guess like that. It does a little crossover on the blue, but I don't even think that car is going there. This one's the closest one now, so he should be able to do. Bring this one down to help them out. So we got 3 and 3. And then this one's the upgraded one. So really, more should be going to that. And less going to this one. Gotta draw it correctly. There we go, we got 3 going here. 2 going here, and everything else going to that one. Okay, that dark blue up there, I think they would have gave us a motorway by now. There we go. Sometimes you have to complain. It's the only way to get things done around here. Oops, gotta be careful how you draw it. Oh, can't go any further than that. Okay, we'll just put it on the other side because it doesn't matter what side you put it in. Got upgraded green here. These ones can start. Okay, we got these 3 here, which means these greens. They're not going to leave to go there. Got a tunnel. We could skip this. Okay, green. Green's the new one up here. So how do we get green to there? Got these ones. These ones I think are closer than these ones. And they don't cross over the blue. So let that one delete. And we'll just do these ones instead. We'll give these greens a chance to get up there and help for now. Until we figure out how to get these up there. Just need that to delete. Another tunnel. This. Just make it a little bit straighter. I'm gonna bring these in here. We've got a lot of stuff coming through here. Could, instead of connecting the greens through here, connect them through there. Okay, I got all these greens here. Be nice to have a motorway. Can motorway them to right here. We could bring some over here to help. I'm gonna bring these all in for now because this one's just having a hard time keeping up. Got our yellows over here. They're totally separate ones. Yeah. This blue one's closest one to over here. Another green one to help out up here. Yeah, we need to get green here without all this nonsense. Oh man, light blue there. Okay, I guess I'll have to break off a couple of these blues, which they're not really doing anything. Yeah, they got ones to spare. And then we'll have to figure out how to disconnect those later on in the game. Maybe with some nice motorways. How to get a motorway? Green's having a hard time getting there. Need a motorway to, like these ones, if we could just motorway them up there. We have a bridge though. Yeah, we connected them over here, but they didn't need it. We'll have a little traffic jam there, but at least it'll solve that. And if they're solving that, we can delete that because they're gonna do it over here, and then I'll give more greens to this one. Oh, the greens are having like a surge right now. Motorway, good, we need it. Whites, 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 whites. All of a sudden we have whites way up here. Okay, we've got a couple extra whites over here. Can they get there? Yeah. And there's still a couple cars over here to come help out. Greens. These greens should be taken over. Ah, that's the problem. We could just bring everything down here. Skip this whole monstrosity. Okay, that should fix that now. Blues in there. Yeah, I wish we could separate these blues and yellows. I don't think we... Yeah, we can. Why don't we just bring these... We'll bring the top blues in here, and at least that'll help. Yeah, and these greens, they can still get to there if they need to. Wonder if some will cut through to help out there. I almost died there. Okay, we got the blues and whites coming in here. Greens. These greens are doing everything. I wonder if we do it like this. I wonder if it'll make it easier to help out there. Yeah, we'll give more greens to this one. Nice to get these blues and greens sorted. I think we can. And then this should just be only blues now. Okay, let's see if my plans worked. Do we have enough greens coming up here? Oh, blue there. That's horrible. But that seems to work. But we just had so much other stuff going through there. Yeah, I got plenty of greens going there now. Whites, they're fine. Yellows. Yeah, this should be looking really good now. Let these yellows come to help out this one. Yeah, there's plenty for that one, plenty for these ones. The blues and yellows cross right here, but that should help now. Of course, then they go back together again. Almost need two of them. Yeah, everything comes in here. Everything comes in here, and then comes here, and then splits. Get extra blue one to there. The green ones are doing this and this. We need a few more green ones up here. Yellows are doing okay. Oh, that's the blue ones coming through. So to get these up there, we need like to get more green ones up there, we would need like a motorway or something. Okay, let's see if these changes are helping anything. We need more red. We got two for this one. Get these reds. Hopefully that helps. Need another roundabout right here. Skip that roundabout. We really need one here. needs the most help? Red. And white. Got an extra white coming in here. Let's pull a white off of there. Got some more whites. Bring these whites in here so we can pull even more whites off of there. Wait, if these two whites are going to do that, almost don't even need this one. Just let this green one come here. Got a lot of green stuff happening. Yeah, we got all these green ones. Oh man. These green ones aren't even doing anything. Yeah, because we got 1, 2, 3. Bring these ones in there because they actually can help. And got blue, the blue coming here, and they're doing here and here. Do these green ones there. And let these ones exclusively do here. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We should be able to handle this one. About, that way there's not like a huge traffic jam over there. And we got these 4 green ones that aren't really attached. Technically those white ones can get there. Right, where's other stuff popped up that should be doing something that's not? Probably stuff all over. Where's your tunnel? Tunnel, we need a bridge. For sure, we need a bridge. More blue. Yeah, we got blue going here. It's handling 2 things, but they're just squares though. So that's actually not too bad. We could do a tunnel through here to do 1. And that might save us trouble later on. Will it work though? I think so. You know, just bring these ones all here. Need to draw it better. These ones are going to handle just this one. And then, sorry, tree. Got a little red, white, and blue here. We should send them into this circle. Since oddly enough, all the red, white, and blues are all attached right now. But they're probably not going to leave because they got it handled. Okay, so these greens can exclusively work on there. There's an extra one too. These other greens, they're coming in here. Should be able to handle it. These blues are just handling that, and these blues, just that, except for this one's on the wrong side of the oh, we got more yellows. At least one. Bring that one over there, because they should be able to help. Anyway. I like how these yellows are going. They should come into the roundabout. Yeah, they should come right into the roundabout because they can go. Otherwise, it's going to be like a little traffic jam there. Okay, we're gonna, oh no, not green up there. What about what's it look like over here? Every single one's being used. Oh, we're out of tunnels. Dang. What about over here? These ones actually have extra. So we're gonna use these ones. They're so close too. And we have a bridge. So we could pull up a third one if we need to. This one, I just realized this one can come out. And give some more coming through here because it's getting busy over here. Everything's getting busy everywhere. Except for this yellow. This one yellow is doing fine. Let me look around, make sure everything's going okay. Yeah, these yellows, we got so many yellows coming through here. Makes sense to put this yellow here and that yellow there because we saved some roads and they're much closer. Green, he can actually come help over here. We should. Yeah, that's not doing anything, right? We should just motorway these yellows from here. Yeah, then these blues can help bar. Okay, what's going bad? The whites. Where are these whites coming from? Oh, maybe we should motorway these whites instead. The screen can actually come down here and help. Okay. Ooh, we do got more whites though. Yeah, this one and this one, they can actually get through. And we do that so they can even work better. No, we do this. And they can get straight up there. Should we put more through that way? That way there's not a huge traffic jam there. It's going to be a little traffic jam here. At least I'll keep that from being as trafficy. And they'll just cut through there. It'll bother the reds and things. Blues, dark blues. Why are they not getting there? It's just not enough. Oh, what's this green doing? I'm going to give them to there. And we got whites. What are These blues doing the wrong thing. This one's going to share with them, and I connected up as many other blues as I could. This blue doesn't connect to anything. Can connect that way, but Willie, I don't know. This blue should be connected, yeah. Okay, just need to survive somewhat longer than where we're at now. Tunnel, yeah, tunnel. We don't have anything magical. Give us a white up here. How does white even get to there? Don't know. But white's already having a disaster all over the place. Where did these whites come from? Oh, got all these ones can go there, which means we can give these whites to there. Yep, it's about time that we took that one away. As soon as it comes alive, it should be able to go there. That's taking too long to delete. Whole game's going crazy. Just kidding. Look at that. No, we barely made it over 3,000. That counts, though, as the 3,000 challenge. Whew. Let's see how this score stacks up against the competition. Top 5%, but a lot of people have gotten much higher. Like, let me see here. Yeah, see, we're only in... There's like 17,000 people got a better score than us. I'm not sure how they did it, but that's a pretty high score. That's a higher score than Pigs has ever gotten on that board. We don't know how many times he's played it. He only played it once or twice. But yeah, that was an incredibly difficult board. Incredibly difficult 3K challenge. I think we need a break. But I'm going to go save this one. And I'm glad we finally got there, even though it was just barely. It does count as the 3K challenge. Next will be Warsaw, and it looks like we almost got 3,000, and we might have only ever played it once or twice already, so I'm expecting big things. I'm expecting that one to be much easier. Looking at the map, it just looks like there's a couple rivers, and there's no mountains to worry about or anything else exciting. Now, Chiang Mai is on the horizon after that. That one's a tricky one, because you see that square river there. That's a full square river, and so if you're anything on the inside and the houses are on the outside, you're gonna need some kind of bridge or something. And of course, it's gonna set stuff up like that for you. But it just takes a lot of adjusting to get it right. And I think we had a challenge, like a daily challenge with Chiang Mai. And in the daily challenge, we got over 3,000. So I'm not too worried about getting to 3,000 in Warsaw or Chiang Mai. After that, though, there are some tough ones. Because they kind of made tougher and tougher boards. Yeah, if you notice, none of these ones have gotten over 3,000, although some of them are close, like 2,800s and 2,700s. They're all over 2,500. Well, we were doing the 2,500 challenge, so that's probably how they all ended up over there. But if I remember correctly, they're all a little tough in their own ways, especially the last two, which are, well, Hong Kong? I can't remember about Hong Kong. Oh yeah, Hong Kong's the one with the boat, the ferry. Yeah. Tough one. Tough one. Vancouver. I remember that one's kind of tough. Reykjavik. think we did really good. There was a daily challenge on it. I think we knocked it out of the park. So, we'll see. Just keep on watching. I'll be putting out the next latest and greatest challenges coming out. But thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe. Get ready to watch the next video or older videos. Whatever you want. I will see you in the next live, the next video. Thanks for watching.